Ladies and gentlemen, we meet again towards Parashat Pinchas, in which we find Moshe Rabbeinu perplexed. He doesn't know exactly what to do. He has to consult HaKadosh Baruch Hu. What is going through his mind? He wants to see who is going to be his successor. And he sees to himself that his brother Aaron HaKohen, his successor was his son. So he's saying, maybe one of my sons should be my successor. On the other hand, he's just now seen the story of Pinchas, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave Pinchas et Briti Shalom. He is the man of peace, for everlasting peace. So maybe Pinchas should be his successor. But again, Pinchas is extremist, and his sons are not exactly in his way. So he's not quite sure who is he supposed to anoint as his successor. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu answers him directly and says to him, Kach et Yehoshua ben Nun. Kach means take. Now in modern Hebrew it means take, but in the Tanakh, the word kach has a different meaning, and Rashi reminds us that it has a different meaning. Kach, says Rashi, kachehu bidvarim. You're not taking him physically, you have to convince him. And therefore we also find ki kach ish isha, when a person takes a woman, he doesn't physically take a woman, he has to convince her to be his wife. Lakachat in the Torah means to convince. So let's continue Rashi. So Rashi explains how is he supposed to convince Yehoshua. So there are two different Rashis. One in Pasuk Yud Ched, one Pasuk Yud Tet, say two opposite things that in how he has to convince Yehoshua. On the one hand, he says Ashrecha shezachita liod manhig shel bnei makom. Look what a great merit it is to be the leader of Am Yisrael, the children of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to be their leader. What a great merit, what a zchut it is for you to be their leader, which is a positive way of trying to convince him. But on the other hand, the second Rashi says, which means Jews are independently minded, and they don't accept authority so quickly and so easily. And you have to take that in mind when you're accepting this. You have to know it's not going to be an easy job. Jewish people have a mind of their own and don't take their leadership so easily. And you will have to work very hard to be the leader. And Yehoshua accepts this. He accepts both. He understands the positive, the merit of it, and understands he's not taking upon something he does not recognize, he does not understand. This is actually the sixth time we're meeting Yehoshua. We've already met Yehoshua the first time in Shemot when we were attacked by Amalek, and Yehoshua had the fighting against Amalek. And then when Moshe goes up to the Har Sinai, and Yehoshua goes up with him, but waits at the foot of the mountain. He's not with Am Yisrael during Chet HaEgel, the golden calf sin, but he's not with Moshe. He's waiting at the foot of the mountain for Moshe to come down. And then when it comes to the aftermath of the golden calf, or that he has to give his anointment to other people, gives Ruach Hashem to other members of the Zkenim, so he'll take off the load of himself. There were two extra people who got Eldad and Meidad mitnabim b'machane. Again, Yehoshua wants to make sure that Moshe Rabbeinu has got his authority and has got his acceptance. And also with the Meraglim, we see Yehoshua is one of the two Meraglim that is not confused. He understands this is the land of choice of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and therefore he goes against the other 10 together with Kalev ben Yefuneh. So we've met Yehoshua many times already, and it says Yehoshua now lo yamish mitoch ha'ohel, and he was always learning Torah. So this is an interesting character. He's a fighter, but he's a learner, and we need as a leader somebody who knows how to fight and he knows how to learn Torah. To what extent does he know how to learn Torah? Pirkei Avos starts off with Moshe Kibbutz Torah Sinai, Mesor Yehoshua Lizkenim. He is the Talmud Muvhak. He is the obvious continua of Moshe Rabbeinu, and Moshe Rabbeinu, when he comes to appointing Yehoshua, based on all this, he's asked to put one hand on Yehoshua. And Moshe Rabbeinu puts both hands on Yehoshua. He does more than he's asked for. So Rashi says he's just doing more than he's asked for. But Kli Yaakov, Rabbi Ephraim Milunchitz, is telling us something else. He's saying it's not only the Torah, you're going to be the continuer of the Torah. You're going to be a continue of the political and the military going into Eretz Yisrael. You have to be a combination of being the head of the spiritual world of Am Yisrael and the head of the physical world of Am Yisrael. And therefore he gets a special bracha. What is his special bracha? Chazak ve'ematz. Chazak, ladies and gentlemen, chazak means external physical strength. And ematz means courage, which is internal spiritual strength. And there is a conjunction between the two. Chazak ve'ematz. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm wishing all our leaders, and we're wishing all of you in your personal life and in your public life to find the right balance. That is what we're teaching throughout all our 70 yeshivot and Ulpanot Bnei Akiva, to find the right balance, to be the leader as far as the physical world and the spiritual world, and find the right conjunction. And that, like Yehoshua, who is an underrated hero, who in Jewish history, who brought us towards Geula Rishona. This is what we need towards Geula Acharona b'mheira b'yomeinu. Amen.